Hi, this is Mike J. Welcome to my channel. What I want to talk about today is, I think my Mustang's broken. I had the oil change on this car almost maybe like 11 months ago. Hasn't really been all that long. I've only drove maybe like 2,000 miles on the car. And when I fire up the car, actually this happened the other day. I'll show you. It says change oil. Oil change required. Well, I had this car serviced when it had roughly, I say, around 2,780 miles on the car. And now it's only got like 4,679 miles. So really, I've only drove like 2,000 miles on this car, and it's already triggering an oil light. Well, I have read on the owner's manual that these cars will also not only go by mileage and by, I guess, how many times your engine has started and how many revs or how it's driven, but it also can trigger the oil light by time too. So that brings me to another question, is that if the car is triggered by time as well, well, what happens if the car sits on a dealership lot brand new unsold for a year or close to a year? I mean, there are cars that dealership has that's been sitting in their lot for, a year or even some more. So then what happens is, well, when you buy a brand new car and you don't drive it much, does that mean that your oil light is going to come on like even before the car hits like 1,000 miles? Or maybe if the car has been sitting on the lot for well over a year, so when you go and test drive the car, will the light already be on? Because my 2014 track pack that I had been sitting at the dealership lot for 7-8 months. But yet again, I did drive the car like roughly to about 3,000 miles, and then I had the oil change, but the light never did come on to change the oil. So if any of you viewers out there are Ford technicians or work in quick lane that do oil changes on cars, if you can answer that question for me, that'd be great. But I have checked the oil on this car, and it's like really clean. It's like it hasn't even had any miles on it. And all my driving on my car is always all freeway, of course. Every time this car does get driven, it's driven at least 50 miles every time I do get into it. I don't do short runs with this car and go to the grocery store. So I do drive this car to work, maybe once or twice, a month. I know I don't drive it much. I get criticized from my friend John, who's a lot of times my sidekick on my videos. And I just can't see leaving a car parked 9 hours a day at work in a grocery store where I work at, in a parking lot with shopping carts, because I've got my Abarth for that. But soon the Abarth will be replaced with another car, and this will be my daily driver. But if any of you guys can answer those questions for me, that would be great. I mean, because I would love to go to a car dealership and find a Mustang that's been sitting there on the lot, like I said, for about 11, 12 months, and see if they'll actually trigger a light. But I don't think that any Mustangs will be sitting on a lot for at least a year. But then again, you never know. But anyways, yeah, I was just really wondering about that, because it's kind of ridiculous to change the oil when the car doesn't even have 3,000 miles on it. But this car has also got to go into warranty work also soon, because in September this car will be 3 years old. I can't get over the other side, but the power seat on the passenger side does not work. And I think it's been broken for a while. I have checked the fuse on it, and it's not a fuse related issue, and I have looked underneath the seat. Doesn't look like anything's been disconnected. But anyways, the base warranty is 3 year, 36,000 mile bumper to bumper. So I'm approaching 3 years, like I said, in September on this car. So I got to make a list of everything that needs to be done and get it all taken care of, because this will be my DD, daily driver. So it's kind of annoying that, you know, I know that the oil really doesn't need to be changed, but then I've got to, every time when I fire it up, I've got to clear out everything on here so that I don't have to see that light, or I could just reset it. So anyways, if you guys like this video, if you can answer my questions, those of you know what the light is all about, and if it really goes by time that, you know, accurately, please let me know and leave a comment. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell for future videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care.